is about what you need to know about your relationships that's going to help prepare you for the one that's coming. What is it that you need to know? So I'm going to do a little bitty tarot reading here for you, getting myself set up. I'm going to start off with the oracle card. So there'll be 3 choices for you. Okay. This card number 1, money tree. Card number 2, power. And card number 3, savings. No kidding. All right, so there is something going on for you when it comes to your next relationship that has to do with money. This is not a money reading, but you would never know it looking at the oracle cards. So as you view these cards and you think, what do you need to know about your upcoming relationship? It does look like something in the money arena is going to be important here. So let me read them, and then you pick which pile resonates more with you when you think about your past relationships and also the relationship that you're wanting to come next. So for the money tree, dreams come true. You will get what you have long desired. Enjoy your wealth. Card number 2, power. You have the power to take control of your life, career, and finances. Focus on your needs. And then the third one, savings. You always need to put something off for a bad day. Create savings for the future. All right, so I kind of have an idea of what these readings are all about. So we'll start pile number 1. Pile number 2, power. So we have money, tree, power, and savings. So we're going to slide off here. Pile number 2 can wait over there. Pile number 3. And let's take pile number 1. What is it that you need to know about your next relationship? Thank you, Spirit. What is it that you need to know? Oh, thank you. Cards jumping out of the deck. And wouldn't you know it, 3 cards jumped out. How perfect. So pile number 1, what's going on? Enjoy your wealth. Dreams come true. You will get what you have long desired. Okay, so we have the King of Wands. The 5 of Cups. And the Queen of Swords. Okay. So what I'm feeling a strong story here around this money tree card. Enjoy your wealth. There are 3 readings here, okay, and all of them have to do with money. But this one in particular is really tender. Have you ever been in a relationship with someone who cheated or lied about the money in the situation? Were there secret bank accounts that you didn't know about? The universe is here to say, look, that is over. What's coming for you next is something that you have always wanted, you've always desired. But if you look at our figure, look at her eyes. It looks like she hasn't slept in weeks, and that there's been a lot of squeezing. Look how tiny her dress is, squeezing resources. And so what's coming for you next is a much more prosperous and kind partner. Okay? The promise is that in your next relationship, you will be enjoying your wealth. Now, wealth comes in a lot of different packages. A wealth of kindness, a wealth of stability. But I believe there's also going to be showering abundance on you. This King of Wands is a master of his world, a master of challenges, a successful career person, somebody who's not afraid to step up and take the leadership position. And you are a queen. Remember, the genders don't matter here. But this energy of being sure about what you want. couldn't have happened without the pain of your past relationships. This Five of Cups is a little bit of a warning for you. And what it's showing is that you don't want to cry over spilled milk. You don't want to weep over the past. It's so important that you find peace with what has happened in the past so that you can move forward with joy, really, and learn how to let go of those tricks in the past. Now, let me give you a quick quiz, okay? You wonder to yourself, am I ready for love? Or you might say to me, Catherine, I'm ready. I know I was hurt in the past, but I have willingly let it go, and now I'm ready to have a partnership. I think that you might have a little bit of hidden pain. Let's check it out. So think about one of your last relationships, okay? Allow one of your last relationships to pop into your mind. And then remember one of the worst times towards the end, right before the breakup. Either you heard something, somebody saw something, but there was a day when this was your true energy. Think about that right now. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how much sting is still there? 1 is it's flat. I think of my ex, there's 0 hurt feelings. And 10 is like a fire is under your feet. You still feel strongly the pain. Take that little quiz because that will help you. If your memory, which is alive in your intuition, if that memory still causes you pain, you have a little bit of frozen energy around love. You are careful. You don't want to be hurt again. This card is so telling because if you look at it, can you see the little cup down in the corner that is in that cell? So there's a part of you that you are not letting out. A part of you is frightened to be hurt again. I get it. I've lived that way and I understand completely. So it's important for you to know that as you approach your next relationship, you're going to have some doubts and some fears. However, the winds of change are blowing your way. The wind is at her back. Do your best to release those past loves and prepare yourself so that you can trust your heart and your intuition with a new partner that's coming in, okay? Your partner is not who your old partner was. The person that's coming to you is not similar to your other relationships. There's something very different here. So one of the things you can do is you can work with a mirror, stand in front of a mirror and say to yourself, even though I don't know how, I'm releasing my past drama now. Even though I don't know how, I welcome in abundance and wealth right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm willing to learn how to release my past right now. Okay? I hope this reading is a blessing for you, pile number 1. I feel anticipatory joy for you. I feel like the universe has definitely heard your prayers and wants to help you be ready for when that next person comes your way. Okay? So let's take a look at pile number 2. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome. Again, these readings that we're doing today are for people who are looking for change. They want to have, they're single. This is primarily for singles, looking for love, but fearful, like they don't want to go through what they've been through in the past. And so this card is about power. You have the power to take control of your life, your career, and your finances. And like I said, each of these cards today in these readings have to do with finances. And so I feel there has been some hurt, some misunderstanding. You might have been in a divorce in the past where you had to close your mouth and sign the papers, even though you knew it wasn't fair. It was very unfair, but you were outnumbered and outclassed. They could pay for a better attorney than you had. I just have that overwhelming sense that there was some money loss in that last relationship. And I'm particularly thinking about when people have to give up so much in a divorce and lose their life, who they used to be. Sometimes it's a career that has to change, and of course the finances. All right, so let's draw our 3 cards. What does Spirit have for you, my friend? What do you need to know about your next relationship? And we have the Ace of Wands. Let me just push this guy up a little bit. Okay, Ace of Wands. It's a wonderful card to get in a love reading, I will say. And we have the Seven of Cups. This card doesn't surprise me at all. One of the things that happens when you have an unfortunate relationship is that you can really stop trusting yourself, because whatever opened the door in your heart and you decided you wanted to be with that last person, it ended up hurting. And the Magician. Okay, so pile number 2, this is a very encouraging reading for you. The universe is completely aware of what you had to deal with to get yourself free from that previous relationship, okay? There were things where you felt completely disempowered. You felt like no matter what you wanted, it didn't matter, that you had to submit to all kinds of different thoughts and feelings and actions to make your way through that last relationship. And now that it's behind you, you've restored your power. The problem is that sometimes it doesn't feel powerful, right? Because this energy, see this doubt, all of these offerings, all of these options when it comes to love, that's what the cups are all about. The thought of getting stung again or getting caught where you don't have an escape has caused you to be very, very careful. And Spirit is here to remind you that this fresh start, starting all over with that Ace of Wands energy, the idea of creating your ideal next loving relationship is just a seed planted within your mind. And right now, the universe is proving itself to you in really small ways. Watch for small miracles, finding feathers, finding coins, people being kind to you out of the blue, gifts from out of nowhere. As the universe, I'm going to use the word doctors you, as the universe doctors you and treats you like the special human you are, by just showing you synchronicities, being in the right place at the right time. This is how you're getting healed and ready for the magic that is ahead. You have a lot of power. You gave up a lot of your power to be in your past relationship. You willingly sat on the throne of that life, knowing that you were turned off, that you were not in the best relationship. And Spirit has watched you and wants you to know that you are going to attract, you're going to create a really good relationship next. But you need to focus on what you need. No more compromising and putting the other person first. I don't mean in a narcissistic way. I mean that nobody but you knows what feels right and what is right for you. So it's so important that you learn what your needs are. So pile number 2, get out a piece of paper and write down a list of all the ways that last partner was not good enough. Okay, got it? All of the things they did that hurt your feelings. They may have called you names. They may have been very selfish with the money. They may not have shared with you. They may have bullied you. So writing down all of that is helpful, because on the other side of the paper, you can write the opposite. So if they did not spend a lot of money on you, your ideal relationship, they would be generous, right? If they lied to you, in your ideal situation, they would tell you the truth. And once you write down what it is that you truly need, honesty, integrity, kindness, your choices around what's coming next in love will be easier for you. This is a very optimistic reading, and it's important that you realize Spirit believes you are ready for that fresh start you're looking for. Again, working with the mirror, I would love to recommend that you stand in front of the mirror and say out loud, even though I don't know how, I'm ready to try love again right now. even though I don't know how, I'm able to forget that past relationship now. Even though I don't know how, my magic is being restored to me right now. Telling yourself the truth with these affirmations will help you prepare yourself for your next relationship. Because pile number 2, what we do realize is that as you become sure about what you need, what you want will begin to match. And when what you need, it matches vibrationally with what you want, you've really opened the door for opportunity when it comes to love. Okay, hey, listen, if you're enjoying this love reading, please hit that thumbs up. I'm starting a new series of this type of reading. I'm going to do them live because I love knowing that y'all are listening. But I'm also putting them out for the general needs of the collective who do write to me and ask, when am I going to meet my soulmate? When am I going to find true love? And so these pick a card readings are for you to give you some tools and what the universe has for you. Today's readings are all about what we need to know about our next relationship. And honestly, it's about money. It's like all 3 of these readings, and you may want to watch all of them because they all have a similar theme in how we might have been hoodwinked or fooled or somehow confused about money in our last relationships. So here we have the 3 of Pentacles, and we have the 4 of Pentacles. Oh, I always love when that happens, that when they come out in sequence. And I'm going to pull this one. And the King of Cups. I'm so happy for you, pile 3, because this really makes my heart sing for you, because you have been in a lot of unstable relationships, haven't you? Over time, there have been a lot of crash and burns, okay? You are a passionate person, and you love to be in love. And so you've always wanted the stability of love. Unfortunately, the people that you have been in relationship with have just been on the immature side. They're not aware of how to share a life. They're so busy taking care of themselves that they don't know how to incorporate a partner in an adult way. You may be somebody who got married very young, or one of your first relationships was really kind of chaotic. And I think all beginning relationships are chaotic, but I'm just sensing this carefulness around money here, just being able to just hold your purse close. I feel that you're somehow not being able to save enough so that you had resources if things started to fall apart. I think that's part of the energy of what's going on here. I wish, excuse me, in my own life, I wish that my parents would have taught me when I was like probably 5 that every dollar I get, put 1 dime in the savings account, to learn how to save 10% of every dollar that comes in. If you started to learn that as a little child, it wouldn't be hard to save. It'd be just what you do. And that, I think, is the wisdom here. No matter what you're doing right now, it's so important that you put a small amount into your savings. If it's only 5%, that's fine. But to be able to start that regimen so that when you're in your relationship, you will be independent. Okay, that will really help you create a sense of independence for yourself. What skill is it that you're good at? What do you love to do? What could you do in a side hustle that would always keep you able to build your own little financial world? You do like to be on a team. Being in a relationship and working on projects together and being able to collaborate, to have cooperation, to not fight over things, this is all very important to you. But sometimes you gave in too much. It's hard for you to speak up for what wasn't going right. You may have felt taken advantage of. And so you started what many people do, peace at all costs. It's like whatever it is you're needing to stay in your relationship, you will do what it takes to have peace. But that didn't work, did it? It didn't work because you need to be sufficient for yourself, especially spiritually, energetically, your divine partner, whatever that is to you, God, Creator, universe. As you line yourself up carefully right now, you will be guided to the ideal partner. The King of Cups is a master of emotions, and I feel like for you, you so deserve that. The people you've been with in the past were immature with their emotions. The King of Cups is unflappable. The King of Cups loves to serve his people. He's a loving, kind leader, and this is what you're hoping for, right? Your face is turned, but notice the eyes are closed. There's a part of you that won't trust anyone, right? Because it's been hard for you so far. So in this, as this next relationship comes forward, it may be tempting to hold your own security so tightly around you because of the hurts of the past. But Spirit would tell you, you can get over all of this. You may walk out of this old mindset and walk into a fresh relationship. So for you, what you want to do in the mirror is you want to claim what it is that will be the best for you. Even though I don't know how, I'm trusting Spirit right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm attracting healthier relationships right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm lightening my grip and relaxing right now. All of these affirmations will help you as you walk forward towards your next relationship. It's so important to just do this housekeeping and be able to be honest with yourself. Were you here earlier? Let me do this again because there's a quiz you can take. I think I gave it for pile 2 because you may wonder, how do I know? How do I know that there's things in the past that are still hurting me or holding me back? The easiest way is to just think of one of the people who hurt you, one of your exes. If you're divorced, your ex-husband or one of your ex-husbands, ex-wives, same. Look back at an ex and remember the end of that relationship. Remember the worst day where you saw something or heard something that was really cruel or hard for you. Remember how much it hurt that day? Just think about it. Now, right now, as you look back to it on a scale of 1 to 10, how intense is the hurt over that breakup? Thinking of a breakup in the past, scale of 1 to 10. 1 is it's completely flat, there's no hurt there. And 10 is, oh yeah, that still hurts. If that happens to you, it means that this energy of being overly cautious is still alive in you, all right? Put your hand on your heart right now and just take a breath and repeat after me. I am so relieved right now that the past is in the past. I'm relieved and happy now that I know new love will be in my future. I am so relieved and happy now that I know my past is behind me for good. Look in the mirror, say these affirmations to yourself, and come back to the channel. I'm going to be doing more readings like this, and many of my readings include tapping at the end of the reading because I want to help you get ready for that next relationship. Thank you so much for joining me for my new series here on readings for all signs on the topics that are on my heart. All right? Have a wonderful day, and remember, you are deeply loved, first by the divine and second by the humans that you know. The divine will never let you down when it comes to love. Take care now. Bye.